What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another video. We've made it to the end of November. Insane. I know this month was a long month, but a slow month. That's what I say sometimes, but I've got quite a few movies here to talk about. It was Black Friday this month. It was Criterion sale this month. So I've got a nice little stack there. I'm excited to talk about a lot of these movies. Now, if you watch my Black Friday video, which went up yesterday, I want to say, I went through all the Black Friday titles there, but I'm still going to talk about them again here because I love some Blu-rays. I'm going to go through my Criterions that I picked up during the Barnes & Noble sale / Amazon sale, and then I'm going to talk about a special movie that was sent to me, and then I'm going to talk about my Black Friday pickups. So let's get right into it. Hope you all are doing well. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm wearing this Merry Christmas, you filthy Jedi rebel. First movie I have here is Seven Samurai. Now, this came out in 1954, directed by Akira Kurosawa, and I did a whole video on it called I Watched Seven Samurai for the First Time. I absolutely loved this movie. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. I think it's perfection. It inspired movies like The Magnificent Seven, The Magnificent Seven Remake, even episodes of The Mandalorian and Clone Wars, which I am very fond of. So the story is timeless, the action is grand, and it's almost immaculate how this movie was shot in the 50s. It's a piece of history that I'm happy to finally own, and perhaps my favorite Criterion when it comes to the packaging. The next movie is also directed by Akira Kurosawa. I blind bought this as well, and that is Akira Kurosawa's The Hidden Fortress, which came out in 1958. It also stars Toshiro Mifune. I definitely mispronounced that or did it wrong, so I apologize in advance, but this is essentially the inspiration for George Lucas's Star Wars, my favorite movie of all time. I might do a video essay on it, we'll have to see down the road. I just love how comparing the similarities with this movie to Star Wars, and the movie in and of itself stands on its own, and it's not like it's not like Star Wars is a remake of this or anything. It just drew influence from it, so it is a very unique story. There's a princess, as you see on the front there. There's a general of like a certain country, if you will, and then there's two characters who are the parallels to R2-D2 and C-3PO, essentially. So the story is interesting. It does drag on in that first hour a little bit. I have a Letterboxd review if you want to see my in-depth thoughts, but it's still a really solid movie. I think I gave it 4 out of 5. It is on the longer side, 2 hours and 20 minutes, but nothing compared to the runtime of Seven Samurai. I recommend The Hidden Fortress if the sale's still going on, I think, when this goes up. So you should definitely check it out if you're a fan of Seven Samurai and want to see more of Kurosawa. You should check this out. I plan to watch Yojimbo and Sanjuro, Rashomon, and Ikiru. Those are more of his films that I haven't seen. I plan to get those in future sales. I didn't this time. And the last Criterion I got is Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. Now, this is one that could contend for my favorite Criterion. You've got Frank Sheeran on the front. Jimmy Hoffa, I don't know why I almost said Jimmy Sheeran, who played by Al Pacino. I Heard You Paint Houses, and then on the back is Russell Buffalino, I believe is his name, who was played by Joe Pesci. Let's see if I said that right. I'll look on the back, but really cool set. It's beautiful. Let's see. Russell Buffalino, yeah, Joe Pesci's character. I was thinking of Ray Romano's character. He's also a Buffalino, I think, so. Really just a mob epic. I have a review on the channel, and it's an older review, so it's not as good, to be frank, but it's still there in my thoughts. They might not be as laid out as they are now, but The Irishman is just as long, if not longer, than Seven Samurai. Well worth a watch if you're a Scorsese fan, if you're a fan of these mob epics. You should check out The Irishman. It's on Netflix for free if you have Netflix, so there's that. But those are the Criterions I picked up. This, I forgot to mention, has a really cool supplement where it is a behind-the-scenes interview with George Lucas. I think it's on YouTube, and he kind of talks about it. I watched it. It was awesome. Seven Samurai also has a really cool inside artwork thing going for it, and a cool little book. So I love some Criterions. I'm very young to the Criterion game. I've bought like 1 or 2 a year since 2017, so I don't have a massive collection, but I'm very happy with the ones that I own. But this next movie I got sent to me by Eddie S., who is an awesome supporter of the channel, a great friend that we've been talking on Instagram DMs. He's always in the live streams when it's me and Trevor showing support. I love Trevor's reactions, how he goes crazy when you're in there, because we love seeing you in there, man. Excuse me as I cough, but if you ever start a YouTube channel, I'm there day one. Just know that. But he sent Magnolia, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. I actually talked about this in a 100 movies I missed update. This movie is 4.5 for me. It could be a 5. Tom Cruise is at his best. He is insanely good in this movie. He got an Oscar nomination. It also got nominated for screenplay. And Best Original Song. So yeah, this is a really well done movie. It's this mosaic, as there's a bunch of different people's lives who are intertwined throughout the movie. Paul Thomas Anderson is better when he's earlier, in my opinion. That's kind of a hot take. Boogie Nights, Hard Eight, this, and Punch Drunk Love was like his streak for me. After that, his directorial style changed a little bit, but Magnolia is great. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Julianne Moore, William H. Macy, Alfred Molina. So yeah, he likes to reuse a lot of the same cast, and this movie is bonkers a little in the end, but the way that everything intertwines is beautiful, and I like the use of the song One towards the beginning of the movie. So this is like pretty much a masterpiece when it comes to just filmmaking. Enjoyment can vary from person to person, but I think when it comes to how the movie's made, it's perfect, and I'm happy to own it. Thank you so much for sending that, Eddie. If you want to send me a movie, you can through my Amazon wishlist. I have some Blu-rays on there, I have some Funko Pops, so feel free to do that. The link is down below. The next movie I got is, I've talked about the rest of these in my Black Friday Blu-ray haul / hunt. I keep calling it that. The Black Friday hunt for Best Buy with Cam. Check that out if you haven't. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Classic Western. Watched this for the first time fully on the 100 Movies project back in like February. The raindrops keep falling on my head. That's all I need in life is that song in this movie and in Spider-Man 2. But it's a classic. I mean, the end shot is beyond iconic. And just the banter back and forth when they're up on a cliff and one of them, I think it's Sundance Kid, is like afraid to swim or whatever. A lot of great scenes. Just a classic Western that I'm happy to own. The next movie is one that I need to give another shot. That's why I bought it. Hell or High Water, which came out in 2016. I saw this one in theaters. Was underwhelmed by it because I thought it was going to be more of a heist movie, and at the time I didn't really care as much about if it was like a well-made movie, I guess. I wanted like action, and there's not as much action. It's more about the characters, but the performances are amazing, whether it's Ben Foster, Chris Pine, or Bridges, who are all Oscar-worthy. Nomination, at least. I know that Bridges got nominated. This was $3.99 at Black Friday. Could not pass that up. I remember the end of this movie being insane, and there's a cool heist at the beginning. I thought I was a little bored in the middle, but I'm going to rewatch this. The next movie is a fun movie. Like, I enjoyed this quite a bit. Arthur Christmas. It's a Christmas classic for me almost, because I saw it in theaters in 2012, and I've watched it quite a few times since then. I had the DVD, sold it, so I now upgraded it to Blu-ray, and it has James McAvoy, Bill Nye, I think that's how... Is it Bill Nye? He's a really good actor. The voice acting here is good, but it's just a sweet, heartfelt movie that is also pretty funny, and one that I recommend watching if you haven't seen it. It's a slept-on movie. It's only an hour and 37 minutes, so it's a quick runtime, easy watch with the family, or if you just want like an hour and a half of Christmas fun. Arthur Christmas. Do it. Do it. Next is The Green Mile, a movie that I recently watched for the first time on the 100 Movies Project. Tom Hanks, anything the man's in, he hardly misses. Hardly misses. He's one of the best actors to ever work. Michael Clark Duncan as John Coffey, also great. Oscar nominated, and then also Picture. Got nominated for Best Picture, Supporting Actor, like I said, Screenplay, and Sound. So this is directed by Frank Darabont, same director as Shawshank. And this movie is not as good as Shawshank, but it's still a really solid follow-up to Shawshank. I feel like this is a movie everyone should see. It's very powerful. Like, this movie hit me in the feels. I could honestly, like, kind of shook after I watched it, if that makes sense. I couldn't get it out of my head that night. But it's well worth a watch. It's 3 hours. I watched it on a Sunday afternoon, and it was like from 1 to 4. And I'm glad I spent my time doing that, because it's a really good movie. It really is. I think it came out in 98. $99. That took me way too long to find. The next movie is 1917. I bought this on 4K for $7.99 at Best Buy. Directed by Sam Mendes, who did Skyfall, Spectre, American Beauty, Road to Perdition, Revolutionary Road? Is that the name of that other movie with Leo? Anyway, I did not love this when I saw it in theaters. I thought it was good, not the best movie of the year. I'm glad it didn't win Best Picture, but I know that its cinematography is insane, like some of the best ever, and I'm excited to give it another shot. If I love it, I'll let you know on Letterboxd. If I hate it, I'll let you know on Letterboxd. At Filmstock, you can follow me there. My name, Chris, will pop up. But yeah, it's worth a watch, definitely, if you haven't seen it, and I'm excited to rewatch it. It's not even 2 hours, so that is a good sign. I just didn't love, that the fact that the money shot of the movie right there is in the trailer. Pissed me off, but I guess that's on me for watching the trailer, or that's just mismarketing. Like, you would think that they would put something else in the movie, like a battle. I don't know. My expectations were just off with that movie, but nonetheless, I will rewatch it, and if you disagree with me, feel free to dislike. Next is Solo, A Star Wars Story, a movie I never, ever thought I would possess in physical media, because it was my least favorite Star Wars movie in the last ranking I did. I've basically talked a lot of crap about this movie. This is the most bland Star Wars film and extremely forgettable. This movie should have never existed. Actually, talking about it right now is boring me. The reason I bought it, 1, it was on sale. 2, I have an obsession now with owning all the Star Wars movies because I feel like I'm wrong if I don't. And 3, I do want to give it another shot. I saw it in May 2018 with Andy in theaters. Both of us were very underwhelmed. However, it does have a few bright moments. The Kessel Run is a fun action sequence. I think that Chewbacca and Han meeting is very cool, and young Lando is the standout. I need to rewatch this movie, and I need to own Rogue One. I owned Rogue One, I sold Rogue One, and I probably wish I should have kept it, but honestly, it's not one of my favorite Star Wars movies. I know that's kind of a hot take, but it's fine. It's Vader scene and the third act are dope. Everything else forgettable. Characters forgettable, but you know, some people love that movie. I know it's some people's favorite Star Wars movie, so that's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm not judging here. And the last movie I picked up is one that I literally thought I would never own. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Good old friend of mine, you know, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, right? Not a fan of this movie. However, I love the slipcover. The back is cool. And it's the only one in the Skywalker saga I don't own. And as much as I sit here and hate on it a lot, I just strongly disagree with a lot of decisions that were made. It is still a Star Wars movie, and I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that this spine is next to The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens on the shelf. And then once I have Solo and I get the slipcover, if you have a slipcover for Solo and you're willing to send it to me, let me know. Message me on Instagram. But anyway, once I have them all on the shelf with a slipcover, or if it's a steelbook, I'll be able to sleep better at night. But I do like the Rey v. Kylo lightsaber fight on the water. I think the aesthetic's really cool. And honestly, it's just fine at best. I don't really care for it. I'm going to rewatch this eventually. And there is a scene with Han that honestly hit me in the feels because he's my favorite, him and Obi-Wan. But, you know, a lot of things I would have changed. That's all I'm saying. I own it now, and I'm a hypocrite. There you go. But I think that's going to do it for all the movies that I picked up in the month of November, whether that was in Black Friday, the Criterion sale, all that good stuff. Definitely hit the like button and let me know down below what all you picked up. Did you find any good deals? I know a lot of people said Black Friday wasn't good. I had a few pretty good finds. I'm doing a giveaway, digital code giveaway, in my Black Friday video. If you have not seen that, definitely go check it out. There's digital code giveaway for the following movies: Rise of Skywalker, Solo, and 1917. All you have to do is go on that video, hit the like button, and comment your favorite Star Wars character down below for a chance to win. Let me know which digital code you would like, and then I will message you on Instagram. So leave your Instagram or Twitter or email if that's how you want to be contacted. But yeah, those are all the movies I picked up. Hope you guys had a really happy Thanksgiving. The holidays are among us. I'm so pumped if you can't tell. I've got a lot of exciting videos coming in December. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. You know, I love doing these videos, and if you just watch the Blu-ray stuff, that's awesome. I really appreciate the support. But I would encourage you to check out some of my other videos. I do Star Wars videos, movie reviews, rankings, TV reviews with Mandalorian. So if you're into any of that stuff, maybe subscribe. It would mean a lot. And I'm having a merch sale too. Ends on the 29th. Use the code SALE20 at checkout to get 20% off. So I've got a lot going on. My birthday's coming up. All this stuff is happening. So life is crazy right now. This was a very long-winded, laid-back video. But if you made it to the end, thank you. I appreciate you.